Happy January 2023. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was reading Chromophobia. This is a reading vlog, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty good, but it's slower going than what I want at the moment. It is technically January 3rd now because it's almost 2 in the morning. So I flew in the 1st back to Canada, and I'm still on Eastern time. Not Eastern, West Pacific time, I guess. So yeah, I am still waiting on my new bullet journals to arrive so that I can set up my reading journal. I just set up my 2023 journal today, so that's all taken care of, but I want to read. And I want to read something horror and something I can get through fast. So I have been... Here's the journey. I was on the YouTubes and I was watching somebody set up their horror reading journal, and it was beautiful. I loved it. And then I've been going through watching other reading journals. There aren't very many that are horror for like the whole thing instead of just October. But I started getting into like, well, what horror is coming out in 2023? And that put me down a rabbit hole of horror manga. So, I have a confession to make. I have seen Tokyo Ghoul. I have not seen Tokyo Ghoul Re. And I have only read the first volume, even though I own the whole thing. So I own it and I haven't read them all yet. So I read the first volume. It was very close to the book. It is the book, very close to the show. But I always heard it was better in the manga, so I want to read the manga. So let's open up this bad boy. There they are in all their glory. So, volume 2 is still out because that's what I was on. Dang it, now I gotta go find it. Hang on. Haha! It only took me like 30 seconds, but I found it. Okay, so. Smells like a book. Okay. So, I'm on volume 2. For those who don't know, Tokyo Ghoul is set in Japan, in like an alternate version of Japan. There are these creatures called ghouls that have the red eyes, and they like to eat humans, but they are less populous than humans, and so they kind of live in hiding. They are hunted down by an agency, and the main character, through a series of events, is part ghoul. So he has to live in the human world and the ghoul world kind of thing, and yeah, so poor guy, he does not have a happy life. So yeah, I'm on volume 2, so that's what I'm going to be reading tonight, and shouldn't take too long, and let's get going. My first full book of 2023. Hopefully I will finish this. I just read it all in one sitting. It's still pretty close to the anime. We have the mask now, and somebody just died, and it was very sad. But yeah, good stuff. I should probably sleep, but but I could probably read the third one. So I don't know. So first book of 2023, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 2. Alright, it's evening, the third, but much later, so it's not the morning dark time, it's the night dark time now. So after I read Tokyo Ghoul Volume 2, I started watching an anime called Chainsaw Man, and I watched the first 4 episodes. And then tonight after work, I watched episode 5 while I ate a pizza. And now it is time to read volume 3. So I'm going to start reading this. And then I got packages today with lots of books. So I now have The Drifting Classroom, volume 1. This is by Kazuo Umez. I have The Book of Human Insects by Osamu Tezuka, the guy who did Astro Boy. And I have Momo by Michael Ende, the guy who did Neverending Story. This is a middle grade. I also got, let me go get them. So I also got The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I don't believe I've ever read a Riley Sager, but he's had some good things said about it, so fingers crossed. I have The Yellow Wallpaper and Other Stories. So I have read The Yellow Wallpaper, greatly enjoyed it, so hurrah hurrah. I have Classic Tales of Horror, Edgar Allan Poe. So I now have some Poe. And I also have We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson, which I have never read. So hooray, hooray. They were having a sale, so I ordered them and they arrived today. So yeah, my TBR has grown, but yeah, I would like to do a listing of every book I own and be able to get the number of unread physicals books down this year, because I just keep adding. So my reading journal has not yet arrived, so I don't want to, you know, have to do the whole thing and then do it again to write it down in the journal. So I'm waiting until those arrive, and they haven't even shipped yet, and I ordered them like December 12th. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But time to get reading. Volume 3. I'm currently on Nia the Vixen of Fiction's live stream, so yeah, I've got 2 sprints to go, so let's get reading.
I think about us calling. I think about us falling through the dark night and through time towards the light when you'll be mine. I think about us, I know the dawn is for us. I dream about us, I dream about the stardust. I dream about us, I dream of how.
I just plowed through it in 40 minutes. I think technically 38, but yeah, it was good. We got up to another death I knew was coming. It's still pretty similar to the show. Kaneki was less annoying because you couldn't hear him whining and crying as he was getting beat up for the distraction to keep Ammon away. But yeah, it's still good, and I kind of remember the next one instead of going to Drifting Classroom, so I think I'm gonna swap this out for book number 4. So yeah, it's 8:49. We have a minute left on the sprint, so time to go swap them out. Hello, it's the 4th, and some more things have arrived. It is currently raining outside, which is very nice, but I have some packages. So 2 books arrived. Horror Store, which is like a horror story set in IKEA. I'm not exactly sure, but I've heard great things about this one. So I have that one to read. Okay, it does have prose, but there's also like IKEA things. Okay, I'm excited. I also have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is by Holly Jackson. So this one is a mystery. And then some other things arrived. Okay, so I have a ton of photo paper for my sprocket. Like, a ton. 4 of these. So, that's 200 sheets, plus the 50 I'm currently going through. So I should be set for a while. I hate running out. I have never completely run out since I started, because I always have backups. So yeah, I have replenished my stock. I also have some Signo white gel pens. They are gel pens. Okay, so I use these as whiteout in journaling. And then I also have the pens. The pens that have arrived for inking my horror comic. So I have black and white ink. And then I have 3 different types of nibs. So these ones are Speedball number 102. These ones are the school pen nibs. And these ones are G. So I've heard some of these are great for having weight variation in your line, depending on how hard you're pressing. Some of them are better for backgrounds, so I need to check them out. And I have 3 handles. There's the other one. I have 3 pen handles, so I can have all 3 nibs out. But yeah, I have my mixed media thingamajig sketchbook. So this I did with watercolor and micron, and so now I'm going to try and do something with my new inking pens. So yeah, we'll see, but I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Last night I watched up through episode 9 of Chainsaw Man, so I have 3 episodes to go, so that is calling to me. I started volume 4 of Tokyo Ghoul, so that is calling to me. But I have this stuff here, and I already met my goal of reading a book this week, but I have not done a practice page of my comic yet this week. So if I want to meet that goal by Friday for the Troublemakers live stream, I need to do it soon, like tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, I'm currently on JC Carpenter's live, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do just a page to test out the pens and see how I like them, if I like them, and go from there. So I gotta clear off a section of this table. All right, so I did some inking and watercoloring. I am experimenting, trying to get the forest scene to work for a day and a night. So the G pen takes a lot longer to dry than the other 2 pens, because when I watercolored over it, it just smeared. But yeah, the other one is fine. So learned that and was having fun watercoloring. So it is now 9:15 at night, and I have 3 episodes of Chainsaw Man to go, plus I want to read Tokyo Ghoul Volume 4. So We have 23 minutes left on this sprint. So I think I'm going to wash the rest of this white ink off my hand from when I was inking the moon and the stars, and then get to reading for a little bit for this sprint. So yeah, that's the plan. Oh, it is 10 minutes to midnight, and I still have this much more to go in volume 4, and I still have 3 episodes of Chainsaw Man. But yeah, I think it's bedtime. Time for sleep. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, which is Thursday. I look a fright. Anyway, I stayed up till 2 in the morning. I finished Chainsaw Man season 1. Highly enjoyed it. I need season 2. So I feel like I may read ahead in the manga, pick up where it left off, and go from there. So that'll be nice. Are you trying to get up here, sir? Here you go. There. Is that enough room? There you go. Oh, my sweet boy. He's so stinking cute. Look at this pupper. Ignore my messiness. But yes, he's adorable. And yeah, so this is a night dress. Anyway, pajamas. Yeah, so I really enjoy Chainsaw Man. It's different. The characters are crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, they have, so like Denji and Power, 2 of the main characters, the main character and then one of the main team, they have like no conscience. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You're feeding me, I'm happy, I'll work for you. And so it's hilarious. Power's voice actress is great, and I love her dialogue. She's like going, they're trapped in a hotel room for a bit in one episode, and like people are like going crazy with like, how are we gonna get out, and what is the meaning of life? And Denji's just like, I'm gonna take a nap. And Power's just like, I'm gonna win the Nobel Prize and then become Prime Minister, and then everybody will have to like bow to me, and then I will raise the sales tax to 100%. She's just going off the deep end, and it's hilarious, and I love it. But yeah, it was very good, and fun times. So yeah, I may end up picking up the manga. And then, yes, my good boy. I read some more Tokyo Ghoul last night, so this is still volume 4. It's taking me forever, but it's currently my lunch break, so I have time to read right now. And yeah, so I'm still waiting on my reading journal to arrive, but I'm thinking of making it into a filling the creative well journal. So it'll be, yeah, I know, someone's in the hall. It'll be movies, TV shows, and books, because I watch so little that I might as well add it in there. And my goal will be to watch at least 1 movie a month. My goal will be to watch at least 1 movie a month, which should be doable. Then we'll see how TV shows go, because those are usually a lot longer than movies. So this month I have watched Avatar 2 in theaters, and then Chainsaw Man season 1. So I've already read 2.5 books, watched a movie, and watched a season in the first 4 days. So yeah. Today's day 5, so hopefully I will finish volume 4, and yeah, so that's the catch up, and I think it's time to read with a puppy. He's so soft. He's on my new quilt. My grandmother gave us our quilts even if we're not married, so I finally got my quilt. But yeah, I also have all these Junji Ito stickers I'm so excited to put in my journal. So yeah, I guess I'll catch up with you later. Alright, 7 p.m. on a Thursday. I still look a fright, but hot water was off today, so that's brilliant. Anyways, 7 p.m. and so I have to figure out what I want to do tonight since I'm now off work. So I think this is the order of things. Finish volume 4, finally. My gosh. Do a practice page of my comic so I don't get shamed during the Troublemaker stream tomorrow morning. And then start watching Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. So I have watched the first 2 episodes. I was on episode 3, but then I was gonna watch it with somebody and we haven't been on a stream together for over 2 months. So, well, it feels like 2 months. It may have just been 1 month. Maybe it was just 1 month. I don't know, whatever. So I've been waiting to watch it, but they're not streaming this month either. So we're not gonna be backstage together to watch it. So I'm just gonna watch it myself. So I'm gonna restart 1,000-Year Blood War arc tonight while I go to sleep. So I'll probably watch 3 episodes tonight. So, what are you eating, sir? He's just nomming on some cardboard. Yeah, so that's the plan. Read, art, watch. So, yeah. I also want to write a drabble for Black Hair Press. Their theme for January is drop bears or killer things in Australia. Killer animals. So that should be fun. So I'll do some research on what's out there and write my little drabble. So yeah, but that's a tomorrow thing. So yep, going to start reading. I'm currently in Coffee Bunny Cafe backstage. We are in a 30-minute sprint, so that should be enough time to finally finish volume 4. So let's do this.
Is this the last time I can see you in a while? Is it the truth that you'll be living tonight? We should take a walk, then a swim in the sea.
Alright, so I finished volume 4, finally. It's a good one though. It's the gourmet sequence. So yeah, fun times, fun times. So that is done. It is 8:52. I was talking backstage after Coffee Bunny Cafe for a while, but I think for my practice page I'm going to do the cover page with the title page for the comic chapter, because it's just one image. It's tree branches with the title. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do so I can do it fast. And thank you, Roy. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that and then go to bed and watch some Bleach. So yeah, let's get to going to some sketching.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night. just as dead in the eye of time. Nobody's losing. Faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom again.
Alright, so I got my first practice page. It's supposed to be looking up into trees. I don't know if it really comes across. There's supposed to be sky peeking out. I definitely need to make the title bigger, which means I probably shouldn't use the pen. I should use a brush with ink or something. But yeah. Practice page done. And yeah, my hand smeared the ink all over the place. So that was fun. Alright, so practice page done. So I can check that off on the, whatchamacallit, accountability sheet for the troublemakers. So I can check that off. Finished volume 4 of Tokyo Ghoul. And now it is time to go get ready for sleep and watch some Bleach. So, very excited. Alright, so I decided to take a bath tonight. And I read volume 5. So, we get Rize's backstory a little bit, like what she did before she came to Ward 20. So, that was cool. And yeah, it was the epic fight with the gourmet. So, very fun, very fun. It's interesting to see how it's paneled out in a comic versus the animation, which I've already seen. So, like, not the bird. Oh, I also thought it was cool. They actually, is it a dude? Who was the author? Sui Ishida. I don't know if it's a dude or a girl. Anyway, they draw the actual musical notes. They don't draw just like random things, like actually full-on measures of notes with staffs and everything. So, and sharps. That's fun. Yeah, just really, really cool. I enjoyed it. So I think I'm gonna read volume 6 tonight as well, and then maybe watch some Bleach and sleep. So yeah, on to 6. We have introduced this character at the end of the last volume. They are not, I don't know, normal. So had quite the entrance. So yeah, very excited to see if there's anything different from here versus the anime. So on to volume 6. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's 12:12 in the morning, but I just finished volume 6. Oh my gosh! So Jason is in the picture now, and they keep showing close-ups of the stupid centipede. It's like, no, I know what's gonna happen with that centipede. Please, no. So gross. But yeah, it's good. I think the abduction sequence was more intense in the anime. I think they drew it out more, but yeah. So we are finally getting to the torture sequence. So yeah, so good, so good. Maybe I'll read one more tonight. I don't know. It's so good. Okay, the cover for 7 is what is on the box. So, oof. I know what's coming, and it's gonna be painful, but I'm so excited. I should be asleep. But yeah. Smells like a book. So good. So yeah. I'm too excited. I think I'm gonna read. Alright, it's past 1 in the morning. I did not read volume 7. I was in the Discords. And since this year has started, I have gone to the theater and watched Avatar 2. I have watched all of season 1 of Chainsaw Man. I have read 5 volumes of manga. It's like, I have stuff I need to write down because I have the memory of a sieve. So I need to start a reading journal. And my craft paper ones still haven't shipped, even though I ordered them on December 8th. So, and it is now January 6th. So I have decided to make it not just a reading journal, but a creative well journal. So books, TVs, movies, plays, that type of things. So I have this journal, which has the Galaxy cup. So it's refilling my creative well. So I think I'm gonna christen this tomorrow, well, later this morning when I wake up, into my creative well journal. It is small, but yeah, I think it's the perfect picture for it. It's not craft paper, which is why I was waiting, but like, come on. My creative well, my cup of stars. So yeah, this is from Notebook Therapy, and yeah, I'm excited. So that will be on the docket for this morning. Once I wake up, we'll be setting up my creative well journal finally. So yeah, it looks like my current bullet journal will only be good through January, so I'm gonna have to set up a whole new one again in February, but whatever. I'm having fun. So yeah, I do have another journal that I can set up for February for my regular bullet journal. But yeah, Roy's like, why aren't we sleeping? He's curled up right next to me. My super soft boy. Oh, he's so soft. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited to use my Junji Ito stickers. I also have black dot grid paper that arrived. I'm not buying a whole blackout notebook so I can take pages out of it. So I bought like 50 pages for like $7 on Amazon. So that arrived. So it won't just be white paper, it'll be white and then I'll have black as well. And I do have lots of pretty paper that I got from my mother's old scrapbooking supplies while I was home for Christmas. So I will have lots to work with. So even though it's not craft paper, it should still be okay. It's just a preference thing. So yeah, I should probably sleep now. This puppy is so cute. Look at this boy. He's just adorable. Yeah, so see you guys later. Good evening. It's Friday night. I have spent hours putting together my Filling the Creative Well journal. So it's reading, movies, and TV shows. Vlogged the whole thing. That should be up now. Oh gosh, took forever. But it is now midnight. And I have read volumes 7 and 8 of Tokyo Ghoul. So, making progress. I really want to finish the series soon so I can do a spread in my book and my journal. So, I'll read at least one more tonight. I've got number 9 right here. So I've pretty much caught up with what I saw in the show. So everything here on out is new to me. So I'm very excited. We've had the ending of Tokyo Ghoul, the anime, and I have no clue what's gonna happen. So after this is, like, this is volume 9, and I think this goes to 14 volumes. And then there's Tokyo Ghoul Re, so that's another like 16 volumes. So I've got a ways to go to ride this train. So that's fun. But yeah, gonna read volume 9 and then go to sleep. And then tomorrow my goal is to do my hair. This hair, I tell ya. And I have a sleepy puppy right next to me. He's so cute. He's so soft. He's such a good boy. Yeah. So I will catch you all later once I have finished volume 9 and maybe gone to sleep. So see you later. Help, please. Good evening. It is Saturday evening. I just washed my hair. It is conditioned. Hallelujah. So I have my Creative Well journal. I'll show you what I did today. So today I watched, finally, so I have a few movies that I own that I haven't seen yet. And so I finally watched Dracula's Daughter and The Satanic Rites of Dracula with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. So yeah, I watched those 2 movies. I was on the Self-Care Saturday stream with Glory, Megan, and Carrie. So that was nice. I ate, and yeah. It's time to snuggle into bed and read. I slept in this morning. It was fabulous. I didn't get out of bed until 1. It was marvelous. But yeah, I am on volume 9 of Tokyo Ghoul. Try to get these pillows ready. There we go. Yeah, so I'm on volume 9. So tonight I want to read 9 and 10. So I don't know this part of the story, so this is new to me. I am very excited. Jason's on the back cover of 10. I'm worried. So, yeah. I want to finish the whole Tokyo Ghoul box set before I do, whatchamacallit, a spread of it in my journal. So, it goes to 14 volumes, so I might be able to do it tomorrow or Monday, so not too shabby reading a whole manga series in the first week of the month. What are you eating, sir? He's so cute.
Oh.
I know. There's no peanut butter in there, sorry. But yeah, that's my update and time to lay back and read. Alright, I finished volume 9. Oh my gosh. It's really good. So it looks like Kaneki has a fancy eye patch now. He's like, why do I have to dress up? Like it's a party. Look, it's a party everywhere you go. Yes. So many people die. Everywhere he goes. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. some of the holes in our knowledge are being filled in, some of the gaps are being closed, so that's nice. Yeah, so it is 11:30 at night, so I'm going to read volume 10 and then go to sleep. So Roy is so cute. He's just sleeping right there. So precious. Why, hello there. It is Sunday afternoon, and I'm taking a slight break from Tokyo Ghoul and am reading The Hound and Other Stories. So these were originally H.P. Lovecraft, but have been transformed into manga. So, yes. And I have read the first story, which was The Temple. It was very good. I love this, what do you call it? Translation? I don't know, this different media in which to read. So the artist is Steve Dutro, and that's the lettering touch-up. Editor, Carl Gustav Horn, translated by Zach Davison. Adaptation artwork by Go Tanabe, yeah. So, it was creepy. Just the whole concept of in the temple story, the going mad is a release, it is a mercy, so that you don't have to deal with the reality that is around you. So that was interesting. It is taking place on a submarine during, I'm assuming, World War II. One of those. It's a German submarine. And they're fighting the British and the Americans. And yeah, like the dead soldiers that are swimming by the portholes. Really cool. So I thought it was very effective, and I'm excited to read The Hound now. So the next one is The Hound, and then the third one is The Nameless City. So I will keep reading and let you know. Alright, I finished this book. Look at the puppy. It was good. I really enjoy this art style. It's very detailed, and good at being creepy, so I'm glad I got it. It's very short, and yeah, I enjoyed all 3 stories. Am I touching your paws? Am I touching your paws? Yes, the best boy. Yeah, so it was very good. Glad I read it, and I hope to get I believe it's the Mountains of Madness that he also did in 2 parts, so hope to get that soon. Look at the sweet boy. Hey Roy. Hey Roy. Wanna look at the camera? Wanna look at the camera? Hello. Hello. Roy. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Yeah, you. You're so cute. Alrighty, face. Oh, did I? No, I showed you guys The Hound. Okay, so today I read The Hound and Other Short Stories as adapted into a manga. I finished Tokyo Ghoul Volume 10, and then I read Frankenstein, the adaptation by Junji Ito. The second half is short stories, most of which are all connected, so that was really cool. I found that the depiction of the monster was much more scary than I was used to, much more gruesome. Like, let's see, where's that panel? There it is. Like, the panel where he's made, it's like, yeah, I could see why you'd be frightened, but, yeah. It was still able to pull some sympathy from me, and then he still went and murdered people. So, like, I don't know. I thought it was well done. And then the second half is Next Spectre, Bog of Living Spirits, Pen Pal, Intruder, The Strange Tale of Oshikiri, The Strange Tale of Oshikiri, The Walls, which were all connected, and I enjoyed those. Some of them felt like more traditional ghost stories like Pen Pal did, but then there was this twist that they were all connected with alternate dimension type of things. And then there's The Hell of the Doll Funeral. The last image was very powerful. It just like seared in my brain. Faith Firmly in Place, that one was alright. Boss Non Non and Hide and Seek with Boss Non Non are about the family's dog. Junji Ito's family dog. I think it was a Maltese. So those were cute. But yeah. I enjoyed this one. I'm giving it 4 stars. As I sleep on it, it may be a 4.5, but I'm leaving it at 4 for now. Yeah, so I've owned this since May 11th, 2019. I finally read it. I have tried to read Mary Shelley's version of Frankenstein. I have the physical copy of her prose. It's the 1818 edition, I think. So it's hard to get through with the prose, and it's like all letters with the ship captain, and I don't know if it's the captain, the person on the ship in Antarctica, and who he's writing to, and relaying the story about how he found Dr. Frankenstein and stuff. But yeah, I found this compelling, and I read through the whole book in one sitting, so that was good. Next on the docket, I don't know if I'll start this tonight or not, but I'm gonna start The Drifting Classroom, which is by Kazuo Umez. So this is volume 1. I have all 3 volumes now. And it says, the definitive edition of Kazuo Umez's timeless horror classic. Out of nowhere, an entire school vanishes, leaving nothing but a hole in the ground. While parents mourn, the authorities investigate. The students and teachers find themselves not dead, but stranded in a terrifying wasteland where they must fight for survival. So, yes. So this is a little bit older. Is it 70s? Is there a... It says 2007 copyright, but... Yeah, so The Drifting Classroom, Volume 1. So far this past week, the past 7 days, I have read 11 volumes of manga. So 9 of them were Tokyo Ghoul, plus The Hound, plus Frankenstein. I've watched 3 movies, so I watched Avatar 2, The Way of Water. I watched Dracula's Daughter, and I watched The Satanic Rites of Dracula, and then I also watched the first season of Chainsaw Man. So, plus working full time. So it has been a very filling the creative well week. I've highly enjoyed it. So yeah, that is gonna be it from me. And Roy is sleeping. He's so cute. But yeah, thanks for coming along, and I will see you all next time. Bye!